I make intelligent use of universal laws. Hi, everyone. Antonio Thornton here with another episode of 365 Science of Mind. Today is February 26th, day number 57, and our lesson for today is entitled, I Make Intelligent Use of Universal Laws. And the quote I have today actually reminded me of something I say quite often. It's from Anton Chekhov, and it says, knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. And what I've said many times in the past is that knowledge in itself is not power. A lot of people say, oh, knowledge is power. Well, really, it is not. Not in and of itself. It's the use of that knowledge. That is what is real power. And that's what it talks about in this lesson. The text reads, the universe is impersonal. Geez. It gives alike to all. It is no respecter of persons. It values each alike. The philosopher, the priest, the preacher, the humanitarian, and the empire builder all have caught some gleam of the eternal God. The world of knowledge needs to be knit together and not pulled apart. The road to freedom lies not through mysteries, but through the intelligent use of natural forces. Now, we do not create laws and principles, but discover and make use of them. Our mind and spirit is an echo of the eternal thing itself. And the sooner we realize this fact, the sooner we are made free and happy. So what are we learning here is that, the universe does not favor anyone. It doesn't favor anyone. It doesn't give anyone this or that and the other over any other person. I don't take anything away from what anyone chooses to believe, but, it always interests me to see, that someone feels that they're more favored than someone else because of their activities. And, and I guess to some degree in most religions, when you have a human-like God, that would be the case. However, God, the universe, is not a human-like existence. It doesn't have the egoic limitations that we do, that, oh, well, you've done something that's great and you're good and this person is not and they're bad. The universe does not make any judgments of anything. It is impersonal, impartial. What it does is it has very basic principles that remain the same across the board. Whatever energy you're putting out is what you will get back. That is just a fact of life across the board. Now, you might be thinking, well, what about this drug dealer who's successful? You have no idea what's going on in that person's life that they may be creating for themselves. What about this corrupt politician? What about this other person who got away scot-free for doing a thing? You never know what's going on in those people's lives. They may appear to have gotten away scot-free, but they could be going through emotional turmoil as a result of a thing that they've done. And who knows and who cares, because it's none of our business. What we should be worried about is what's going on right around this space right here. That's what we need to be worried about. What are we putting out into the space? How are we using these laws? And that's the other side of it, making intelligent use of the laws. Intelligent use of the laws. I talked about wanting to do a thing but doing something different. So here it is, you're wanting to lose weight, but you continue eating the cookies and the cake and the other things that you're doing or not working out, whatever. There's that, not intelligent use of universal laws. So that's where our responsibility comes into play. That's where our responsibility comes into play in recognizing how are we using those laws. Here's the thing, we do not create the laws and principles, but we discover and make use of them. As soon as we learn the stuff that we're learning here, we now have that ability to put that to use because our mind and spirit is an echo of the thing itself. The sooner we realize this, the sooner we are free. The sooner we are free and happy. the sooner we are free and happy. So what is the practical application? It is just that. How are you using these universal laws? Do you believe that someone else is more lucky or blessed or favored than you? Stop that, because they're not. No one is one over the other. I'll read this again. The universe is impersonal. It gives alike to all. It is no respecter of person. It values each alike. So you're not blessed. You're not cursed any more than anyone else. Any more than anyone else. If your life is not looking the way you want it to, particularly compared to someone else, stop comparing your life. That's the first thing. Stop comparing your life. And then secondly, maybe evaluate what is it that you are doing and or are not doing that they may be doing in their lives to create different results. There it is. All right, we're going to go ahead and shift into our meditation and affirmation for today. As we always do, we like to just take a deep breath to just be with the lesson for today and allow that to just permeate your spirit and clear your mind of anything else that might be going on, and just hear the affirmation for what it is as I say it. And as I always do, I will say it in first person, and you have the opportunity to take on this for yourself as well. So let's go ahead with a deep breath in here. And we're going to let it out. Don't we all agree that the world is tired of mysteries, does not understand symbols, and longs for reality? We should take truth wherever we find it, making it our very own. Intellectual freedom and religious liberty are necessary to the unfolding of spirit in man. And so it is. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. As always, I appreciate you. Feel free to like, comment, and share. And if you feel this is giving value to you, and if you don't feel it's giving value to you, let me know, because I want to make sure I'm giving you what you are here for. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and end today's lesson. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another episode of 365 Science of Mind. Take care.